These are the 5 things you need to consider when getting a new extension box. Oh, hello there, Ezekiel Ho Babatuni here. Welcome to the first episode of Talking Tech. And I know this is actually not the first time we'll be talking tech, but we're doing a little bit of rebranding, if that's okay. Because we have EOB React. So I'm thinking we can do something nice, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why we have Talking Tech. And without any further ado, let's jump right into it. So you're considering getting a new extension box, right? And you are saying, okay, what are the things I actually have to look out for to get the best extension box? And don't worry, these are the 5 things you need to consider when getting a new extension box. Number 5, a pretty decent wire length. And why is that? Because many times we feel like we don't exactly need something very long, we just need something okay. But the truth is, there are times that you just need to have a long one, and I'll give you an example. So right now, I'm in my room studio. I have just one socket in my room, and I know it sucks, but we have to make do what we have. So I have just one socket, and I actually have 3 extension boxes in this room right now. I have one connected to the socket, and I have 2 connected to that. And that's why I can actually have my connections here. So if you can see, everything is pretty neat. That's actually wire, but everything is pretty neat. And I'm charging my headset here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Alright, so I'm charging my headset here, and this is one extension box, and that's where I connected this to. I don't want to remove it right now because if I remove it, the light's gonna go off. That's connected there, and then I have one here. I have another one here because I like to have a cabled extension box, something where I can just put things on the table. So this one is actually for my laptop, charging my laptop with it, and then the other one, yeah, you heard the sound. Then the other one is actually connected to the socket there. So now I have a pretty decent setup. You're actually not seeing wires flying around, and pretty much works. So get a pretty decent wire length. Alright, number 4, a good quality wire. And the reason why you want to get a good quality wire is because peradventure you want to plug in something pretty heavy. If the quality of your wire is not very strong, it's actually going to affect your extension box. So you want to make sure you get a pretty decent wire quality. So number 3, this one is actually a tip that only tech bros that can actually know. Me, for example, look at that. Okay, now this is actually a speaker, and it came with just a cord. This is not the exact cord, but it didn't come with this, and I have so many of them. Even this one here too. This one here, it came with this and it come with that. It's the same thing with my headset, and it goes on and on like that. So I know phones come with this, right? But then what happens if you want to charge and then you don't have enough of this? Do you wait till what you're charging with these ones are full before you plug in your device? No. What you want to do is get extension boxes that have USB charging ports, like this one right here. So this one right here, I'm actually plugging it. Jesus. And that's why I didn't want to remove it. So now I'm going to have to put it back. So got my. Now we're back. Yeah, so you want to get something like that, and then you fix it into whatever it is you're charging, and then you're off to the races. Number 2, you want to make sure your extension box has at least 5 ports, and this is the reason why. You might feel like, well, I don't have 5 devices. It's only tech bros like you that have 100 devices that need to get 5 charging ports. I just need like 3. So I'd give you a reason why you actually need to get 5. So imagine you have just 3 devices, right? But you want to charge outside because you don't have power maybe where you are, and when you got there, you saw that, oh, all the spaces are filled up, and then you're like, what can I do? If you bring out your extension box with 5 ports and you have just 3 devices to charge, that means you have 2 extra, right? So what you can do is remove one of those devices that are charging, plug in your extension box, plug in all your 3 devices with the 2 extra ports you have, then plug in the device you removed, and you're off to the races. You save the day, and so you don't have to start crying that, oh god, what do I do? When is this person's device going to be full so I can charge mine? No, you're just going to filter, and I do that a lot of times. I do it a lot of times. All right, now to tip number 1. Now this one is actually something that flies over many people's heads, and I feel it's actually something very, very important. So have you ever tried charging your phone and then you plug it into, no, it even works good. So you plug it into the extension box and you can actually see that it's not entering, and you're like, god, what's happening? You try it again and it's not working. Exactly. So you want something like this, something that is quite universal, and that's because the pattern of that particular port is not the same with the pattern of your adapter. So what you want to do is you want to get something like this. It's quite universal. I'm not saying you should get this is not the point. My point is you want to make sure the extension box you have, it has something like this pattern. This pattern is quite universal. Anything can fit into it. This is a European adapter, if I'm very correct. Something like this they use in Europe. So if you plug this in, it works. And now I have this is for my MacBook. It was actually gotten in Canada, so this is a US type of plug, and if I plug it in, awkward moment. All right, if I plug it in, it actually works too. So you want to make sure you have that just in case you have. I just plugged it back in. I want to make sure you have this just for flexibility, not this. This one is something else entirely. But you want to make sure you have something of that pattern, such that whenever you want to charge your devices, you don't have to start thinking, oh my god, do I need this? You don't exactly need this if you have an extension box that has that type of pattern. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed every bit of this Talking Tech with EOB. If you did, please do well to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell such that anytime I drop a video, you'll be able to see without any hassle. Also, you want to make sure to share with your friends, because there's love in sharing, right? So please make sure you share with everyone, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye. And you have just 3 devices to charge, and you have 2 extra, right? So you can actually, what's this?